Hey there guys, how you doing today? We're going to play a little bit of Deflation. So the only reason I'm actually playing Deflation today is because recently it's been brought to my attention that I might have made a mistake in one of my previous videos. And before I start getting called a cheater and a liar and a lot of negative things, I wanted to go back and just remedy the problem so we can all have a good time together. Yeah, woo! Alright, so what was my mistake in the previous video? I actually ended up using I think I ended up using a specialty building for the cannons, which I actually had no idea that I was doing that. In fact, until I thought I had the world record for like the past 6 months or whatever, and when I last uploaded the video, I thought I had the world record, and then all of a sudden it's been brought to my attention, and they were telling me that the pricing was wrong when I started upgrading things, and I wasn't trying to hide it or anything, because I thought I was doing it 100% legit, and then all of a sudden, you know, they just take this metal and they just throw it in the garbage, and I'm like, oh no, this is so sad. So I wanted to go back here, and I wanted to retry it and make sure I do a good job for you guys, and make sure that everybody is just happy with the deflationness of the Deflation videos. So I actually went through and I did a little bit of a different strategy. I'm doing it on 3 times around, which is my personal favorite level for Deflation. Of course, if you guys have another level that you guys really like, that's cool too. You know, I know some people like Space Truckin', some people like the Rink, and some people like a few other random levels as well. So I'm just wondering, what is your guys' personal favorite level for Deflation mode? And by that, I don't mean what level do you think you can get the highest, just what's your favorite level for Deflation. I'm interested, because sometimes, you know, you just like a level for a certain thing. For example, I like playing hard on some of the intermediate advanced maps, well, while expert maps are harder and people like to watch videos on them more because they want to learn. But I personally like the advanced maps a little bit better because it's just enough challenge for me where I can do it no lives lost most of the time, but every once in a while if I'm trying some new things, every once in a while I can, you know, mess up and stuff like that. So a little bit of what I want to talk about today is some of the high scores of BTD5. It's kind of a discrepancy in like what is the highest score. And one of my fans and one of my friends that always comments on my videos and always been very, very helpful to me is BigCubeFan. He always says BCF in the comments. I don't know if you guys have seen it recently. But he just gave me a personal message about some of the highest rounds in BTD5. And I can trust his word on it. I can guarantee he's a very, very trustable person, because he even told me about somebody getting a higher round than himself. So he's a really big late game guy. He loves late game. He loves going into late game and trying to get as far as possible. In fact, he told me one time he played for 17 days straight to get to one of the highest rounds in BTD5, which I just think is plain ridiculous. I personally do not have the patience for that. I would just give up after about 3 or 4 hours tops. I think the most I've ever played was probably like 6 to 8 hours, and I left my auto clicker on, just let it go, let it flow. I didn't actually do all the abilities and stuff like that for a bunch of days or anything. But he told me that oh man, I don't remember the names of them, and I don't even remember the exact rounds, but I'm pretty darn sure that Plutonium Lab and Down the Drain both got over level 300, and I'm sorry BigCubeFan if I didn't get the exact rounds, but that's just crazy if you ask me about that. That's just crazy. Over 300 on those guys. Ridiculous. And also, BigCubeFan used to have the old record for the highest round in BTD5, 500. He actually got there in, I believe, hard mode, which, yeah, it doesn't really matter, easy, medium, hard. It's pretty much the same in free play, but getting there in hard mode is, again, just a little tiny bit harder because you get a little bit less money in the beginning of the game unless you farm like crazy. And he told me that somebody got to level 513, which is just kind of ridiculous. 513. I wonder how long he actually had to play that. Anyways, let's get back to this game here, because we're getting pretty darn late game here. We're on round 97 already. Now, if we can beat this level, I think that would be the world record. I think the most anybody's ever gotten to is 97. So we're basically like tying the world record if we lose on this round. But I'm hoping we can get to round 98. If we can just take these oh my gods down, but it's looking grim. It's looking very, very grim, my friends. Tons of oh my gods all over the place. We're going to have to try and go for a ground zero. We're going to have to sell some of our Moab Maulers, which I definitely don't want to do, but we definitely can't sell the Arctic Wind, or else we're going to get screwed. So we're going to go for a ground zero here. I wish I could see my Monkey Village and put it right next to it, but I don't think so. And it looks like we are going to lose on round 97. Anyways, that's all I'm going to have for you guys today, so as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a fantastic day.